Good morning, friends. I hope this daily connection is finding you well on this day. And as I've been making connections with you via text message and phone calls, there is a common theme. Themes of, Sarah, we need to keep praying. Sarah, we need to figure out how we're going to feed people. Sarah, we need to figure out how we can stay connected. And what this points to me is purpose, that we need to figure out what our purpose is and how we can be purposeful as Christians. And some of the things we do really well are the things that were just named: prayer, feeding people, and staying connected. And that I found incredibly grounding in this moment as I am flailing, trying to get a handle of what should I be doing next. To hear from some of you and to say, Sarah, we need to keep praying and praying. Sarah, we need to figure out how to feed people. And how do we stay connected? In a time such as this, to find our purpose, to be reminded of our purpose, is incredibly helpful and powerful. And it shows a sense of resiliency. Which then got me thinking about scriptures. And I was thinking about the gospel text, which was meant for last week in the lectionary, where Jesus goes to the well and he meets a Samaritan woman. And he says, would you give me something to drink? And these two individuals had distinct purposes. The woman was going to the well to collect water so that she could do the things that she needed to do in her community: clean, cook, wash. Jesus was going to the well to literally get something to drink. And in their remarkable interaction, they both found purpose in each other, for they became living water to each other, for each other. And I think we can be living water for each other as well. So we dig deep into our wells of faith, and we dig deep for that water that is nourishing, the water that blesses us and calls us beloved. And on this day, I am reminding you that you are blessed and you are beloved, and we are filled with purpose, because that is what God is calling us to do, is to love, to be connected, to share that fiery spirit of grace and forgiveness in a world that desperately needs to know that we are so much better together than apart. That's what I got for today. A couple of other things I'd like to share with you. Asako and I are getting our creative juices together, and we're going to offer some type of online worship for this Sunday. We're going to be using YouTube, so connect to our YouTube channel, Hazel Park United Church of Christ, or you'll see it connected to Facebook. We will not be live, as we are going to record it so that you can have your leisure in looking at it, but be sure to look for it at 10 o'clock on Sunday, for it will be there then, because that's when we go to church, is 10 o'clock on Sunday. And then we're going to figure out best avenues from there, because we're experimenting along with everybody else. What works best for us is what we're trying to figure out as a community of faith, and I'd welcome your feedback on that. In the midst of that, I'm also mindful, some of you have asked me, Sarah, how do we continue to give to our church? We have online options. If you go to hazelparkucc.org, at the very bottom of the page, you're going to see a red donate button, and you can click on there and it'll walk you through the various steps as into how you can give online. You can also send checks to the church, as we are collecting the mail daily. And Julie and I are taking voicemail messages as well. So if, in case you call the church because you have any questions, know that we are getting those messages. We'll get back to you, and by all means, feel free to call me on my cell phone or email me as I am on it. If you need the church's address, you can look that up on our website, or it's 1831 East Minnehaha Avenue, St. Paul, Minnesota, 55113. I hope you all are doing well in this moment. Let's dig deep, Let's be reminded that we are blessed and beloved. And God be with you on this day and in the days ahead.